not nerve-wracking enough? Can I turn this off?
Yeah, no, that's on. That's why it was up for the other one.
Hi. So I'm a poet. I go by Crissy, and I write two kinds of poetry: sexy and sad.
Woo!
And tonight, I'm sorry, but I brought the sad poetry.
That's awesome.
Okay, good. I was gonna dabble in story. I thought about telling y'all a story, but I was talking to my daughter Violet. She's 5, and she goes, "Mom, if you can't think of a story to tell, stand on your head. And if that doesn't work, smash your head against the wall." And I thought that didn't sound appealing, so I brought my poetry. This is a story about my father's funeral. 2 thrusts to the dangling chain that holds the incense box. Clink, clink. Up floats the sunlit smoke, towering mountains behind. Between the empty holy water pool of the Mother of God and the divine rise of the Catalinas rests a family, a community, and the ashes of the patriarch. On the robed priest's cue, my tall nephew's big hands raise the urn, solemn. Solemn and sunny, an imperfect half-circle of family waits awkwardly. Turned gray heads line the aisle. I look at the wooden box, notice that it is pretty. I could go to church now, I think. I could be the daughter who does what she's told, finally. Or at least I could puzzle it out. There's no piece of me I couldn't fit, strategically wrestle it with mental twists of history and ideology. Focus on the eternal, like the mountains and the smoke. You could, I hear his voice, a gentle push. I could, but why? My father is forever quiet. I can't get a word in edgewise, he used to say, sliding his chair back from the table, back and sideways, turned from the circle of family. Good, I would think. And I would inflame like a gas-tossed spark. Anger was what composed me. 2 words, a face, a look, and there I was, aflame. I held it like crested shield, always at the ready. At 16, my father spanked me. He was the storm-swept captain, I the raging sea. What did I do then? I laughed in his face. There was no container for my disrespect. Jugular below the belt, tooth and nail, I was frightened, cat sharp-clawed and dangerous. I was rabid and senseless, insolent, sarcasm foaming at my lips. There was no end, no limit to my impertinence. What would he have said if he'd had the chance? What would I have heard if I'd had the gift of listening then? What were you trying to say, Dad? What difference would it have made? Thanks. The second one. So that we buried my father about a year and a half ago. No, 2 years ago, and then my brother a year and a half. So that first one was for my dad, and this one's for my brother. I suppose I'm a bit reticent, and then there was the bit about my brother. I've been around and around on that one. Mostly these days I spend kicking and punching water in an 8 a.m. class with 300-pound old ladies and an awkward-looking Latino couple. It's fun, the tear-triggering heart rate that each day triggers fewer tears. The wet hair sob, grateful for the privacy of pool fog and folded arms to hold my heavy thoughts like little sick babies that you know have got to go. The hot tub and the sauna for to burn the demons one by one as they leave us. Home to you now. Go home, brother. Go home. How do I lull you or gull you, con you or charm you? to the land of the living? How do I testify my love for you when to do so requires I paint a picture of colors you've never seen? One day I'll swim without even thinking of him, not once. I'll allow my body to glide through the cool, wet caresses of the water with no thought of him dead and bloated on the bed where I left him and found him again. Not once will I sob as lightning fast my thoughts jump from the cabin to the bonfire smoke to the toke I never took, God damn it, with my brother. Last night at the fireside, I'm reminded, again today, as I gaze at the cool, wet leaves, bright browns and yellows, accepting the sleet. A pre-waffle awful pause to grieve that I survived to take in this beauty, and he 6 feet under knowest not the cool fall breeze and firelight on the face of friends. None of this would he have enjoyed much anyhow, and now let my cross to bear be that I enjoyed all tremendously in my brother's name. That was, probably should have told you at the beginning, that was a suicide. I was going to title it Accepting Suicide, and I was like, that's too fucking depressing. I mean, this is all depressing, so could have left it.
It's all good.
All right, this last one's called The Free and the Dead. The land, she speaks to me so clearly. Once I distill the shrill of the forgotten and clear the cries from the land of the living dead, I hear it. In my quietest moments, I hear it, the grand design. I see it in my mind's eye and in Emma's too. And if ever I decline into the smother and sadness of clutter, this clutter cluster I muster into matter, first as chaotic thoughts from a chaotic heart, then as the bitch I master. If ever I decline into the sadness of lost brothers, I just focus on her smile, you see? The light of God, it's there. And it's in the pain as well, how pain swells, and I feel it in you, and you, and you. The fire, she takes it, all you got is give. Breathe. I do get it, I do mostly, I'd rather feel most anything than sad, eat a little, drink a little, shop a little, smoke a bit, fuck like nuts, screams in the night, itch my skin, walls closing in, clutter makes me mad, lonely, horny, sad, demons beckon, sirens scream, would that I could wake from this dream, heart stone, well down, clunk, plop, no sound, blue eyes, ghost eyes, sweet child, heart, chin, reach, try, locked door, dead bolt, dead brother, dead bolt, dead heart, dead blue. Dead head, dead father, dead sister, dead blue, dead view, fall, colors brilliant, dead blue eyes, upstairs dead. Pour me a million lattes, carve out my shell, thin heart, think not again to start. Too many, too much, too often, too stiff, too hard, false start. Remember when, land of the living? Only the children call, only the children call me now, only the children call. Sink into my corner, sink into my bond, wall meets seat meets tear-dropping leaf, slow down. Late, no desire to call, no desire to call. If only I had a Sudoku, a martini, or a friend, a heart with a will for loving, a love for the land of the living. If only I related with relating, or cared at all for caring, if only the tears would come at once, run down you too like magic, true, take your pain, suck you free, if only you